Well, hello, IBC family. 1 Peter 5:2 says that elders are called by God to care for the flock that has been entrusted to them. And this divine charge to care for the IBC is both an honor and a sobering responsibility. And we acknowledge our desperate dependence on God to grant us wisdom, as well as to faithfully fulfill this divine mandate. We also view this biblical mandate as a holistic charge to watch over the IBC family spiritually as well as physically. And because of the surge of positive COVID cases in our county and the growing presence of positive cases in our church body, the elders and pastors met to evaluate this concern. And after much discussion and prayer leading into this discussion, the elders and pastors were unanimous in their belief that it is of IBC's best interests to pause any in-person gatherings through the remainder of this holiday season. As a result, we will move to a 100% live stream format, much like we did in this past spring and early summer, with a plan to reconvene in-person services on January 17th. Now, this temporary pause of in-person gatherings also includes any ministries that meet at church facilities. And we understand that this decision might be a relief for some, as well it might be kind of hard to accept for others. And even though it is always our desire to be together physically, we believe this move will better enable us to stay ahead of this growing surge of cases and reduce any unnecessary exposure. And the question is, are there any benefits from this decision? Well, I believe there is. In addition to reducing potential COVID cases as a result of in-person gatherings, there are multiple benefits because of this decision. For example, a 100% live stream service allows us for more flexibility in our services. And we will resume communion each weekend again. Our services will not be limited by time, not that we intend to go all day. And we will be able to incorporate a broader participation from the body, that is you, for our services. But during this temporary pause of in-person gatherings, the elders and pastors are committed to following up with you and will be diligent to serve you as best they can. Additionally, one of the celebrated themes that resulted during our first season of live stream services was how much more intentional you were in your pursuit of one another. Well, we want to just encourage you to continue your intentional pursuit of one another as the Lord leads you. IBC family, we know that this year has presented many challenges for us all. We recognize the emotional, physical, and spiritual fatigue that has resulted from these challenges. And we acknowledge that as leaders, we have not led perfectly. But we do want you to know that despite our fallibility and the continued challenges that lie ahead, we want you to know that we love you deeply. We want you to know that we are seeking the Lord through prayer and Scripture. We want you to know that we are trusting God's sovereignty in all earthly matters. And we want you to know that we rest in God's promises to build His church. The fact is, He hasn't even stopped building it. So may God continue to glorify Himself by our unity and advance His kingdom by our faithfulness. God bless you, church family.